November the 14th. This is my recap of the trade ideals, setups. I actually took 2 trades today. I'm old school. I use moving averages, stochastic, and RSI. And I'm sort of going to break it down here. If I'm above this yellow line, I'm only buying. I don't try to fade the top, especially if a strong move like this. If I'm below the overnight session, I was only short. But here we got news. Then we had our morning open. And when we broke above this line, we had our RSI above the 50 level. Stochastic was rising above the 50 level. I've been caught so many times in whiplashes here that I don't trade these. I wait until the trend smooths out. So it moved up, it moved up, it moved up. Then it started consolidating and it closed below my moving average here, which is 35 moving average. And the only way, when I was young, I would enter it here and then it would just tank. As I've gotten older, I wait for it to close back above. And then I want to see my RSI and my stochastic above the 50 level. So I actually took the trade right here. Then I got scared as we went down approximately 80 points and then turned right back up. And then I knew it was going my way. Then we had the breakout. And usually after the first breakout on a big move, you pull back 30 or 40 points for sure. It happens almost every time. This is just where everybody had their stop losses. It pushes it down. People that didn't realize how strong a move up this was. And so I trade on this particular system. I trade a 1 to 1.5 risk reward ratio every time. I don't leave runners. I don't do it on this system. This is what I trade. It either wins or it loses. So this one I had 118 point stop and 178 point take profit. It rambled on here a few minutes and hit. So that was a very good trade. I was happy with that. Should have called it a day. But usually it has been my experience of watching these charts for thousands of hours, not thousands of years, but thousands of hours, that when you get a strong push like this after news, especially on Friday, I, I think all the craziness comes out on Friday. It usually comes in 4 waves. And I know there's all sorts of theories and systems based on that, but it happens over and over. So as I watched this when this trade hit, I waited on a pullback and I seriously considered staying out of it. But then I looked down here and we're not losing anything. The volume is strong. The trend is strong. The volume's strong, and we do a perfect set. This is almost idealistic, almost picture perfect. This is an A+ trade here. And if you'll look back over the charts with this same system on trending days with a strong push, this will happen on the second wave. Uh, it just happens. You can count on it like clockwork. And so we bottomed out on the stochastic and we turned right back up. If you take the trade here, you really don't. You have a very small risk, and it will be a great trade if everything goes to plan. If it decides to tank, you can always get back in. But because the market had moved so far, what looks like a small stop here is still a 68 point stop. Now I'm only trading one macro. So it's 68 points would be $116 or so of a stop loss. Uh, but I had a lot of confidence. In my earlier years, I would have traded a lot more. But as I've grown older, I'm okay with this move. One contract. And I took the trade as we both crossed the stochastic and the RSI, crossed the 50 mark. I did my 1.5 risk to reward ratio, and this trade like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 minutes. So this one worked out pretty much just like I thought. So I set out the rest of the day because I hit 2 what I call home runs. And the greed sets in here on the third and fourth wave. because we have our move up first wave, consolidation, second wave up, consolidation, third wave up, consolidation, and then we actually got a small fourth wave up here. And my system actually threw a trade right here, but it would have been a loser because it never made the profit target. Uh, on days that where it's like this, when I was young, I would have kept fighting it and then tried to trade it down, and I'd have ended up giving back most of my gains, if not all. But with this, I was happy with what turned out to be 280 points. Now, you know, 280 points may not seem like a lot to somebody that really knows what they're doing, but after trading for years, if I can make 280 points a day, I would be more than happy. I know guys that do this, they trade big lots, but they're happy with 10 and 20 points. And uh, but again, had you traded a full contract here, your account size needs to reflect that. Now, this was a $50,000 account, so I'm not trading the MNQ. I mean, I'm not trading the NQ. I'm only trading macros. Now, this this whole video is for people that are new. If you find or you follow a system like this and you will trade it, you will get funded and stay funded, but you won't be making the kind of money that a lot of these guys are putting out here on YouTube that say they made $30,000 in a day, and they do. Some of them make more. I watched a young man run up to almost $1 million before he started losing, and then he was trading so big he lost off 250,000 in 1 week there before he stopped. And now, in his defense, he hung on to 750, so that's great. But for me, a couple hundred points a day, and I'm happy, especially after a move like this, because after you get this kind of move, you're going to get volatility. And, you know, it's hard to keep a tight stop loss in this kind of volatility. And if you like this video, if you have any questions, if you want to know the system, I'm thinking about doing a live stream of this system and just keeping it up 24/7 uh, during the trading week, and then sitting in on it during the New York session. Uh, I actually trade the night session and the day session, uh, usually four days a week at night, and then Monday through Friday during the New York session. And if you're new, this may have something interesting for you. If you're a seasoned trader, all this stuff is basics, and I'm sure you have systems that are much more complicated. But again, I'm old school. These are moving averages. This is an RSI, and this is a stochastic. And I was using them 25 years ago, and I'm using them today, and I'm still around. But if you watch this video, I appreciate it, and I hope you make a lot of money this week or this next week. Thank you.